I got too many hoes. Hey, you like to put that shit in your nose. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. You already know what to do before we get into this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the video if you aren't already subscribed. And if you are a regular subscriber, I'm gonna put my email, well, it's for everybody. I'm gonna put my email down in the description below, and you guys can send me videos if you want me to react to anything. If you have anything that you've seen and you would like my reaction to it, and just let me know. And yeah, let's get into this video.
I see, miss. Hold on, let me pitch myself down to a little guy.
Not to a little guy.
Disney in the news, and they're saying that a 4-year-old girl came up missing. But wait till you hear how she came up missing according to the parents. Now, this article right here says the 4-year-old girl went missing at Disneyland in Los Angeles, as reported in a TikTok video, raising concerns and sparking a digital frenzy about the mysterious incident. Let me tell you. Now, we don't have a picture of the family or the kid. This happened to a Latino family, so the whole situation was told in their language. But through all the interpreters on TikTok, this is what they're saying happened. So this family, who was a Latino descent, said they went to this bathroom and saw a trap door similar to this open up, and that their daughter was down in there. They said the door closed, and they went to run and report it to security guards. They thought they was crazy. They said that they need to dig up this place in the bathroom, and they try to get these people to open this floor up so they can find their daughter. The daughter is still missing. Now these people have to go see psychiatrists because they're sticking to their story that their baby went to a hole in the floor similar to this at Disneyland in Los Angeles. And it's all over TikTok right now. Excuse me. It's all over TikTok right now, and y'all need to go check it out for yourselves, because this looks extremely convincing. And you see, this is a real thing. The floor is opened up and trap doors to a. Now look at that. That looks perfect in line and don't even look like a trap door.
Crazy. Wow.
I don't know what is going on at Disneyland, but these stories that have emerged in the last 4 days are something straight out of a nightmare. There are 2 separate stories that have taken place at Disney World in the last 4 days that are both very hellish and seem to show another side of Disney World. And one of these stories was on a completely different side of TikTok where everyone is speaking Spanish, so it literally took me 2 days to decipher what was going on. The other story was literally of a man losing his shit at Disney World, but the way that this man looks and his appearance gives a whole other story entirely. However, it seems that Disney is using one story to cover up the other. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of That's Insane with Aja. Today we're going to be talking about something that is going on in Disney World that has been unrevealing itself in the last 4 days. So this is the first story that was on a whole opposite side of TikTok about this 4-year-old child that was said to have gone missing at a Disney World theme park, and when her parents found her in the bathroom, what...
Is it kind of eerie that she's staring next to that Mickey? And it's not even Halloween yet. That's really creepy. Like, why is it looking like that?
They saw was crazy in its entirety. Now, to be clear, that is not the actual young lady. That is just a representation of her that someone made to tell the story. This is said to be the actual 4-year-old child that her parents said let go to the bathroom by herself. And when...
Pause. Why are you letting a 4-year-old go to the bathroom by herself? That doesn't even sound right in the same sentence. 4-year-old, bathroom, by herself, public place, amusement park, where strangers are. You don't know. Like, bro, I don't know. How old are they? Are these new parents? Oh my gosh, I'm wiping my eyebrows off. I just did them. But yeah, what?
They went to get her, they said they saw a tunnel opening in the restroom from the floor, and their daughter was being taken. This is the original missing poster that people are sending around on the other side of TikTok, and apparently this young child's name is Audrey Elizabeth. The parents were asked to give a description of what they saw when this 4-year-old child went missing, and this is the description that they gave, and it was of a trap door in the floor or the wall that opened up and the child was behind. This is the video that is going around, and it's said to be a representation of what what they saw, not the actual video. What is so crazy is that the mother asked the workers at Disneyland to break into the floor, and they denied to break ground to look for this child. Now, this is the video that people are saying is supposedly the mother talking to security, trying to get them to look for her daughter, and they will not look for her. I'm not sure if this is the real video, but again, if you understand Spanish or you hold and click translate, it translates to this being the mother that is of the missing 4-year-old child. Now, for those of you who are unaware about the tunnel system that runs through Disneyland for the characters to go through, because they don't want to ruin the fantasy and have multiple characters seen in different places, this is the actual tunnel system, so I don't deny anything happened. Next, there is this man that has gone rogue at Disney World, and there are multiple videos of him climbing into the actual props at Disney World in the water naked, and to me, it feels like a cover-up for the missing child. Because we all know when someone is on the forefront or a company is on the forefront, damage control is always to distract. However, this man looks so malnourished, confused, and he seems to be there alone, which is weird in itself because who goes to Disneyland with no family or no kids? So who's to say that this man was not being kept
or worked there or kept captive there since a babe or a child, like a missing child, and is just rediscovered, or what?
At Disney World and finally got free and started to do these bizarre things that I'm going to show you. This is the video of the man. You see him up there, literally on the Disney props. If you look at this man, he looks very confused and bewildered, as well as really, really small, which to me makes me think that he might be malnourished or he could just be extremely fit. Either way, the look in his eyes, he really does look terrified and unaware of what is going on, which does not make sense at a Disneyland theme park, considering people go there with the intention to see rides, have fun, see their favorite Disney characters, and they usually go in a group. So why is no one stopping this man, or why is he alone? Here is another video of the gentleman, and if you look at him, he looks very confused, and in this, he looks super skinny. There are his clothes, which are very dirty and tattered, so I'm unsure why he is there in the first place or where he came from. In my opinion, one or two things happened. He escaped from one of those tunnels under Disneyland, or he was put out there as a front to distract the media and people from what is really going on with that missing child. I don't know. What do you guys think? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of That's Insane with Aja, and I'll see you guys next time.
And that's insane, Aja. Because what?
Is this how the child would have gone missing at Disneyland in the United States?
Disney World, wherever, the United States, wherever, I believe everywhere, kids are going missing. Because the world is insane.
Trigger warning. Let me show you this video. I recently came across it and it's haunting me. I believe the incident happened in 2014, but watch this.
It's 2:53 p.m. Sunday, August 5th. More than 2 hours before the Disney dream would leave Port Canaveral. An 11-year-old girl appears startled by the 33-year-old dining room server who stalks her from around the corner. The elevator arrives and he makes his first move. There, grabbing her breast through her clothes as she passes by. We'll speed up the video now, as for the next 43 seconds, he blocks the door, preventing it from closing, corners the girl, and, look closely, he bends over, and she would soon tell Disney security, places his right hand on her breast again. Then you see her legs squirm as she resists, as the man forcibly kisses her on the mouth, then walks away as if nothing happened.
I'm pretty sure TikTok is gonna ban this video, but I just wanted to share this with you guys.
Well, I'm sure they will.
Always keep your kids close to you. Like, it doesn't matter where you go to the movies, you go to the zoo, they want to go to the bathroom, they want to go to, I don't know, to get some water or something. Always keep them close to you. You don't know who's around you.
On your hip.
So this is so disturbing. An ex-Disney employee exposes the back rooms at Disney.
Exposures to back rooms. I've been freaking trying to get out of here for the last 10, 15 minutes. No, I just freaking tried to go to the bathroom and I found myself in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, freaking.
Watch what's about to happen.
It's my card. Let me get Carol and now.
How did you get back here?
I just opened a random door and next thing you know I'm in here. What is that? Man, talking about stairwell after door after sheesh. What is this place? Whoa.
What was that? So if you think that the back rooms actually exist, comment what you think this room was below. I want to know what you think. This video shocked me. It's about a ride from Disney, but could there be some truth to this? Watch it and you let me know. Little boy getting on a boat to go into It's a Small World After All. With everything that happened about the streaker incident, a lot of people said that he escaped. Check this out. So do you think that there's a coincidence in this film and what rides at Disney can actually do? Comment below and let me know.
I haven't even been yet. I don't even know. That's crazy. But on stairs I'm here.
With a report that you won't see anywhere else. It's where every child's dream comes true, where you're supposed to feel safe and kids can be kids. As parents, you're going to want to pay close attention to our next story.
Then there's Xavier Jackson. He's 27.
He is accused of sending sexual images to someone he thought was a 14-year-old girl.
Oh, did I mention that he just happens to be a lifeguard at the Polynesian Resort for Disney? You think there's a few children around there?
Sheriff Grady Judd identified several other Disney employees accused of soliciting a prostitute.
Is the happiest place on earth the safest place for children? A report by CNN has found 35 employees at Disney World in Florida were arrested for alleged child sex offenses in the past 8 years. The accused held jobs as ride repair manager, character actor, and gift shop worker, and faced charges such as trying to meet a minor for sexual acts and possession of child pornography. A 6-month study of police and court records also found 5 employees at Universal Studios and 2 at SeaWorld, both in Florida, had similar charges. None of the victims were from the theme parks where the accused worked.
This time, the Polk County Sheriff's Office arrested 46 men now accused of being Johns. Most were caught arriving for the sex they thought they were promised in an online ad, including Rodney Davis, a Disney security guard.
He didn't have a stitch of clothes on, but he was carrying a shirt. I guess in case of an emergency.
And a Universal Studios waiter. Sheriff Grady Judd says he is one of 7 men who solicited sex with children online.
So Polk County, where a child porn bust has landed 8 men behind bars.
Among them is a Disney employee who now faces hundreds of felony charges. Fox 13's Josh Cassio heard from the sheriff, who has some harsh words for those suspects.
The sheriff described these 8 children much safer.
Among the 8 child porn arrests is 40-year-old Paul Vale of Davenport. Vale was, get this, a Disney employee working at the Cosmic Rays restaurant. Just wait until you hear what he allegedly had.
Brace yourself.
He was a sadomasochist. There was photographs where they had tied up babies in preparation for sexual battery.
Vale faces a whopping 540 counts of child porn. That's 540 felony charges.
Well, why do people like Paul Vale work at Disney? Because that's where the children are. And they want to be around children.
They are people you would least expect. Some are married with children.
I've been on Craigslist looking for a friend.
Others have been working with children for years.
I work around kids all the time at Disney.
This man even admits to having sex with an underage teen before getting caught.
We talked and kissed.
All of them employees at Florida's Walt Disney World, known as the happiest place on earth. All of them arrested. A CNN investigation found since 2006, at least 35 Disney employees have been arrested for sex crimes against children, trying to meet minors for sex, or for possession of child pornography. And it's not just Disney. 5 employees were arrested from Universal Orlando and 2 from SeaWorld. So far, 32 have been convicted, 8 have pled not guilty, and 2 have not entered a plea.
It's a small world. One Disney employee shares their story. After housekeeping inspected one of the rooms, they noticed that all the belongings of one family was still there. And after days and days, they noticed the items had still been untouched. So they decided to check parking records to see if the family's car was still there. And sure enough, upon checking, it was. This started to raise some red flags on where the family could have disappeared to. Surely they had been into the park, so they decided to check on their FastPass history. This showed something pretty mysterious. On the family's last day, they had breakfast at a restaurant at Magic Kingdom, rode a couple of rides, and finally rode their last ride, It's a Small World, around 11 a.m. After pulling the footage and pictures for It's a Small World, the pictures showed the family riding the ride over 700 times, and slowly, one by one, each family member started to disappear. It's noted that in each picture, the dolls were also moving in the background. So do you trust this employee's story, or could this all just be a hoax? What do you believe?
What's the family's name? We're going to research it. We're going to do a deep dive.
These videos show what lies underneath Disneyland, a sprawling and massive system of underground tunnels. One of the purposes of the tunnels is to keep the magic alive by hiding the characters when they're not supposed to be seen. Emergency vehicles also use the tunnels to get to their patient while trying to be unseen by the public so they don't kill the vibe. And here are some more things that Disneyland doesn't want you to know. For a long time, there's been a rumor that some of the bones on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride are from real human skeletons. In 2014, a rider asked an employee about the rumor as he was getting off the ride, and she said the skeleton sitting above the bed in the treasure room contains a real human skull. Disneyland strategically releases different scents all around the park through smellitizers, which look like speakers. The one they use the most is a vanilla scent, as it is scientifically proven to calm people down and make them hungry, so they spend more money on food.
Interesting.
So is there underground tunnels?
Yes.
What?
Really?
100%. So
who's allowed?
Just employees. So what happens is that Magic Kingdom is the only one that has the underground tunnels.
Okay.
Because when Walt Disney was designing the parks, he didn't want the costumes to cross, like Frontierland and then,
the show.
That type of stuff. But all the other parks, they're all same costumes, right?
Yeah.
And so Magic Kingdom, they designed a tunnel system, and so as employees, whether it's your vehicle or you get taken on a bus, but you go through security and you go to the back of the park, and then you drive down under the kingdom, and then it's like there's a subway down there of all things. Yeah. So it's like, seriously, it smells like garbage, like it's like because you smell all the the trash that's coming down.
Ew.
Yeah, it's totally like a thriving city underneath.
Whoa.
Wow. Magic.
Interesting.
The horrifying secret of Disney's abandoned island theme park called Mowgli's Palace. In the late 1990s, North Carolina's government would claim eminent domain, displacing people for Disney's $30 million resort on the beach side of Emerald Island. known as Mowgli's Palace. They would tell the people living there that they were going to build a highway through it. But knowing all well what was really going on, the locals referred to it as Mickey Mouse Highway. But this is where it gets weird. As soon as Disney got it up and running, they literally abandoned it. Shortly after that, it became a ghost resort. You couldn't even find any references to it online. So is it true? Did this theme park really exist? After reading about the resort on the dark web, these were some of the questions rolling through Christopher Howard Wolf's mind. So the Reddit user, also known as Slime Beast, grabbed his camera and got ready for adventure. He was even able to dig up a map they sent him years ago in the mail. His story, 2.
Scary Disney Urban Legends, Part 2. According to this urban legend, Disneyland is a front for organ harvesting. This is a famous urban legend that has to do with Disneyland Tokyo. Apparently, the park is always so overcrowded and people go missing all the time, we just don't realize. These people are abducted and then used for organ harvesting. And apparently, all the workers there are in on it. They then sell those organs on the black market for money. Again, this is just an urban legend, but be careful when you go to Disney. You never know. Make sure you guys like and follow for more videos like this. Also, you can check me out on YouTube, link in bio.
The opening day of Disneyland on July 17, 1955 was a picture-perfect event that set the park up for its enormous future success. Or that's what Disney wants you to think. This disastrous opening day, infamously referred to as Black Sunday, is one of many moments in Disney history that they'd wish you'd forget. Walt Disney's one-year construction timeline for building the revolutionary theme park may have been too ambitious even for the man who turned a single mouse into an empire. By the time July 17, 1955 came around, it was clear the park wasn't ready, but that didn't stop Walt from putting on a show. Only this show was in front of 70 million people. 1 in every 3 Americans tuned into the live broadcast of the park's opening on ABC. 5,000 guests were invited to attend the exclusive grand opening, yet a baffling 28,000 made it through the gates. Outside the park, swindlers sold counterfeit tickets, which the newly hired ticket booth operators happily accepted. With an inundation of guests, the park's 3 restaurants all ran out of food, lines for the few attractions that were ready jumped to hour-long waits, and the Mark Twain riverboat even began to sink from excess weight. To add fuel to the fire, there was nearly an actual fire. A gas leak nearly set Sleeping Beauty's castle up in flames and caused Adventureland, Fantasyland, and Frontierland to be evacuated. The immense heat didn't help things either. At 110 degrees, women's heels began to sink into the freshly paved asphalt. Anyone looking to grab a drink of water was also out of luck, as the water fountains were out of service. Viewers at home were blind to the pandemonium of the opening day fiasco, as ABC and Walt Disney kept the camera on the rides that did work, in addition to familiar faces with celebrities like future President Ronald Reagan attending the catastrophe. Nonetheless, only 7 weeks later, Disneyland reached its millionth guest. This day in Disneyland history is seldom mentioned by the company, and while they often celebrate the park's anniversary, you'll never hear them tell the true story of what happened that day. Follow along in the series as I go through the worst moments in Disneyland history.
Alright, you guys, that was it for this video. Let me know what you thought about it below. Thank you for always being here. I always will try to get you everything that I always try to get you. I know I'll be busy and life be lifing. But yeah, that is crazy about Disney World. You know, I heard a lot of things about Disney before I even started doing YouTube. There's a lot of YouTubers out here that talk about the wickedness of Hollywood and Disney and Walt Disney and all that other stuff. But yeah, we're going to get into all that other things at another time. Maybe tomorrow, I hope. And I hope you like this video and stay tuned for any more. Love you and see you. Bye-bye. Oh, and pray tonight and read your Bible and believe in God because he loves you. And go to church when you can. You can even do it online or even go physically. But yeah, love you and see you. Bye.